nigga, if I step to your face and tell you your dead homie in your face, you gonna tell me all those are nothing but words.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Hell no, those are fighting words. Those are shooting words.
I'm gonna tell you a goddamn lie. What I'm gonna fight you for, and I got to go home to my kids. I'm gonna fight you for, nigga. I make damn near $10,000 a week, and that can stop. What I'm gonna fight you? My homies is dead. Your words don't hurt me. Fuck your mama, niggas. Huh. You don't know now, nigga. Matter of fact, I ain't even got no dead homies, nigga. I'm 45 years old. I ain't got no dead homies. How that's gonna hurt me? I'm a grown goddamn man. Don't no words affect me, boy. Words affect your mama, son. Words don't affect no man. Words affect boys and women, nigga. I'm a goddamn man. When did niggas start listening to words?
What it looks like.
All right, so the reason I brought this topic up is because, you know, I've heard so many different angles, perspectives, and opinions about the Corey Holcomb and Anton beef. And what I got out of it, seeing hundreds of videos from different sides, different opinions on it, and who right, who wrong. I got thousands of different scenarios from people on different podcasts and panels about what they would have did, what they wouldn't have did, what they would have said, what they would have said, wouldn't have said, and what they think Corey should have did or not, and what Anton should have did or not. So the subject of conversation is let's talk about how much do words play into how you will react or respond to someone when it comes to differences, agreements, or, you know, beef. Who would like to go first?
I mean, words don't matter to me. I feel like certain things are off limits. Certain things you just don't go to the jugular with, you know, you don't go very personal and say certain things at times, but it's kind of, we learned it in elementary school, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me, you know? I feel like in our adolescence, especially with men, I can't really say because I'm not a man, but a lot of people have this persona of, oh, you can't let them talk to you like that, you know, and all this, and they want to beef on that. And I think that people go through that at adolescence, but then when you get to be older in your 40s and things, those things don't really, you know, matter as much unless it's something that's extremely disrespectful that someone takes, you know, like you are, you know, really trying to hurt them or going overboard. But I mean, I don't know. I just grew up. I'm from South Louisiana. I grew up in a family of people talking trash and, you know, saying little petty stuff and, you know, just, you know, bringing up things and talking. But words, you know, I don't think are a reason to get physical.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
But I'm not a man. So, you know, girls talk shit, you know. I'll call like my girlfriend. She'll say to me, I'm like, bitch, you've never had a husband. You got nobody's children. You are a waste of space, girl. You know, like, bye. Call me when you know, get a life. You know, that's how girls talk to each other, right? You know, and then she'll come back with some ridiculous stuff about me, you know. But that's normal in a female kind of energy, right? But men are not the same. So my perspective is from girls because we go the jugular.
Okay, so before Steve or King respond, let me add some layers to it, right? So, and of course y'all could disagree with this and not want you spit your soliloquy. You know, it's safe to say to me, I think that there are things that we grew up on being told that were true and things that wasn't so true. I do think words hurt. You know what I mean? I think words do hurt, right? They may hurt different from different people. And then at the same time, those same words may not bother some people. And also I want to add, it is, you know, I don't think it's just an age thing. I think it's an upbringing thing because I grew up in an environment where fighting was what it was, or shooting, or you don't let nobody say this about this or that. But my internal overseers, they raised me to be man enough to walk away. And then if pursued or your space is taken away, then you respond because now you're in defensive mode, right? But with
But I
that,
think when you're talking about the words, though, just to add to what you're saying, I mean, just going back to that part of it, it's kind
yeah,
of like you got to consider the source. It's like certain things that people are saying, like I don't really care about, that person anyway, and their opinion doesn't matter. And I try to remind myself every single day that it's impossible to go throughout life without being offended. You're
yeah,
gonna get offended. It doesn't really matter that much. You don't really have to be that hurt about it. And also another thing, it's very normal for people to form opinions about people, right? So you formed your opinion about me, and guess what? I formed my opinion about you too. So if someone forms an opinion about me that is different than the person I really am, what can I do about it? And I really do have a mentality for the most part. There's only two people's opinions I really care about. These are the only two people that can hurt me: the person signing my check and the person I lay with at night. Other than that, your opinion to me doesn't really affect me, and I don't care what you think about me because you're thinking about me.
yeah. Well, I guess I'm speaking on it from the sense of the responses to it, right? The responses, and when you're dealing with men, shit can get violent, right? So that's kind of why I'm looking at it. I'm kind of asking about it from the perspective of what what can be said should and or constitutes you pursuing someone in a violent violent measure. You know what I mean? Or what shouldn't? King Steve, what's your thoughts? And I'm only saying I'm not really you Christian. You said everything you supposed to say. Correct? You're a woman, so your thought process is perfect.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I run into a lot of women that's not. I ain't gonna say
That
that.
be ready to fight. Yeah,
I ain't gonna say that they ready to fight, but I'm just saying that they don't be, what I'm saying, up to your standard a lot of times. Like I'm a college graduate, all kind of stuff, and I try to date within my, what I'm saying, the person is, got the same kind of accolades as me, and it just don't work out like that most of the time.
you talking about relationships?
Yep.
I wasn't talking about relationships.
No, no, but I'm just saying all together.
I was going with it.
No. Okay.
And be like,
I like what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I was with it. I was like, okay.
what I'm saying? That's
hey, I
all, but
told
it be
y'all
just
Steve
like,
was gonna
man,
throw
What was the
it be
question?
thrown in the air like shit. My bad, no joke. Like,
Bruh. What's the question? I'm all lost.
Steve, what are you talking about? Like, what question were you answering?
nah, I was just talking about, Oh my God! But I'm just saying that all of it ties into each other.
Well, I would hope you ain't quick to jump off on your woman.
Man, I ain't got time to. Hey, Rockstar, I got so many memes that what's the name? King keep putting up there that I keep having to let you make it on. So
Well,
I'm
you can
just
talk
trying
your
to say
time.
still
It
my
don't
man.
matter. This at my mama's house. Me and King done got into it on.
I'm just saying I don't want to put up no fingers or nothing to you. But somebody say to keep it this way, I'm just letting you know, Roddy. I
I
love
don't
you.
know. King, I don't know what he talking about, King. We
Oh,
go edit on there. I don't know what he talking about. Don't be scared. But now, but we not talking about words exchange with your brother. I
Yeah.
got info with that. Yeah. But good. It was good. We was interested. We was locked in. What's your thoughts, King?
yeah, I'm like kind of the source of where it comes from. I'm kind of more of like an accumulative person where you can say stuff, but I think from the source, I have been a victim of you know falling into like getting angry about it, like wanting to say something, but now I'm kind of like really trying to just like you said, just move on, move away, just kind of really analyze, is this something that's really really affecting me, is it really really touching me, that kind of vibe. So but yeah, I've been a victim of it. I could be a hothead, I've been a victim of it, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah. Well,
I don't know about it like that because, like I said, I'm a girl. But like with
yeah,
my
exactly.
husband, like one time there was a guy and he was like saying something, to me, and it was kind of unsavory. And then later on the evening, I was like, "Well, why didn't you say anything to him?" And he was like, "Cause I ain't gonna do too much talking. A lot of stuff I just gotta ignore because I ain't never gonna do too much talking. You know, so words and some things I gotta let slide. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
because
everybody got their own way of going
yeah,
about stuff sometimes too. So you
so
got to
Yeah.
that's
look
the
at that.
perspective I see.
Yeah. That's why I say for me, it was just I was always like that, even at a young age, like even in my young adult. And I mean, I had cousins and homies who they would snap, but me, it just for I'm just saying me. I never, man. I've had guy like a guy can say, I'm like, I always had this thing where I would be like, if it's gonna be a word match, my conversation was short, and then I'd be like, "Oh well, you ain't gonna put your hands on me." That's all I used to end it with. I just stopped talking after that. And leave it like that. At that point, he talking to himself. I wouldn't respond. You know what I mean? So I guess it was a little different for me. But like I say, I understand because some of my cousins, and my friends. Oh no, the words can go all the way to you can't say nothing wrong to them boys, you know what I'm saying? But
Went
for
to the
me,
Himalayas with it.
it just didn't get to me like that. Like I said, I would if it got to a little tongue match, I'd end up like, man, whatever, you ain't gonna put your hands on me, and I leave it at that. So yeah, yeah, yeah. But I understood people. Look, I understand if you knock somebody out for saying the wrong thing. Now I ain't got a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's just I have no problem with it. I might celebrate it, like good job, bro. Yeah, because he talked about your mom. You know what I'm saying? But me, I just was non-confrontational, and then I don't know. I guess because I took I was in karate since I was 10. I've been boxing since I was 10, so I had martial you know what I mean. So I was already given the mental discipline. You know what I'm saying? And so I was taught like no, you just this is your learning is to defend yourself, not go out there and jump on people because somebody said something that hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe that's a part of why I ended up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, my cousins and friends who wasn't taking karate or boxing, they was really I'm
My
like,
son's learning how to fight right now.
what he's
Yeah.
learning?
So he's in jujitsu, and then my husband takes him to 52 blocks downtown. So he learns like all the different blocks, you can do. So he's like getting jujitsu, like martial arts training, and then he's getting,
Yeah,
training in the streets. So yeah, he have his little
gotcha.
boxing gloves on and everything.
I was just going to say, I'm a little biased, but you definitely want him to learn how to box at a boxing gym. That's gonna make him so dangerous. The jiu-jitsu plus
No,
the
my husband, he's like Krav Maga and like
yeah,
jujitsu, like he's a fighter for real. So I let
yeah,
him, what they do, they be gone for hours. He come back tired
yeah.
and sweaty, you know. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay, then.
I don't know about none of that stuff.
Yeah,
But
for
I think
sure.
that it's really good, for all
Yeah,
the kids to have discipline and to learn. Like my son had an incident the other day at school to where he kept asking me to wear these damn slides to school. So I finally let him do it. So he like tripped and fell. Somebody like tripped him, and he couldn't get his balance because he had the slides on. So he was in the cafeteria. Everyone laughed at him. So he said he got up and he wanted to pursue the boy to go and, retaliate against him. And I had to let him know you don't do that, in a moment. If someone's putting their hands on your person and you're defending yourself, you do that. But if someone trips you and they run away, you don't pursue them to put your hands on them. It's done. At that point, you have to
yeah,
go and talk to the teacher. So it's very important to teach our children, yes, defend yourself, because he's feeling himself right now because
yeah,
he's been learning how to fight, and he's, getting technique and skill. So he's like, look, I'm going to go chase him and beat him down. So you
yeah,
have to teach the children, like, yes, you have these skills, but only to defend yourself.
yeah. Only to defend
Them
yourself.
teach them
Yes.
diplomacy.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got one more topic. And Steve, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know where you come from. We got thick skin, baby. You better hey look. I talk trash to you. You better talk it back. Hey, that's good for the show.
Hey man, you better watch yourself, man.
Oh my God!
Look, I'm looking, man.
Don't be scared, man.
Look, I gotta watch out for Steve.